Hey guys, Nicole here with CellBotics. So today I want to talk about something that might not come off as so motivating like usually. Like I'm sure you guys are used to hearing me. So a couple days ago, actually I think it was yesterday. Oh my gosh, my days just run together. I'm so busy. I was somewhere and someone had asked me what I do, and I was kind of explaining, my business, and they had just said, "Oh, you're so lucky. I wish I had, a business so I could have free time and do something during the day like I that I need to do without any consequences." And I think that he was elaborating to the fact that I was getting a service done during the week, and I wasn't in a rush because I was like, and he was like, "Okay, we're gonna really hurry up here. Sorry for you waiting." I was like, "I'm not really in a rush." And so I think that's what triggered him to say that. So it wasn't from a place of negativity, and I wasn't upset or anything, but it really made me think. The definition of luck is doing something happening to you at no fault of your own. So it's like, you win the lottery, you do a scratch off and you win $1 million, right? You're playing bingo and you win or something, right? Luck is not when you build a business. um, and I want to speak to anyone who's ever uttered the words, "You are so lucky," okay? To anyone that you may see as successful, okay? Outside of people who've won the lottery, because I think that's actually pretty lucky. But next time, why don't you ask, how did you get there? Because most of the very successful people that I know, which I know quite a few, their stories are amazing. Like, I just love to hear where they started, the struggles that they had, how they overcame them. Like I watched a video from Tony Robbins the day before yesterday about Orange Therapy Gym. If you go to YouTube and you look that up, the woman tells how she started from her home. After being laid off, she came up with this idea to train people in her garage for extra money while she figured out what she was going to do because she was laid off. And she tells her story, and it's really amazing. And someone may look at her with the size of the company now. I think she said they're like 1,200 franchises, and they're in 20 different countries and things like that. And they may say, "Wow, she's so lucky. I wish I had her life. Look at her. She travels and she has a nice house." And she's very clear that that's not where she came from, that she had to work very hard. So, for me, the sacrifices have been real, missing things with my daughter that I wish I wouldn't have, being a single mom for a very, very, very long time, just focusing on my goals and kind of putting them ahead of everything else, and just always remembering that when I achieve a certain standard, and my daughter's a certain age, then I can really focus on myself, and just sticking to that. Also, my daughter kind of living through the pains with me. Like when I first started training, we actually got burglarized, and I lost all the training stuff and my customers' repair devices. Yeah. So I not only did I had to replace all the customer stuff, I had to replace all my training stuff. It was about 40 grand in damages. And it was a time in my life when I didn't understand business fully. I learned a lot from that. I learned about insurance coverages, things like that. I learned about not letting random people into the building to look around. There was actually two gentlemen that had come in and they said, "Hey, we're interested in your classes. Can we just have a look around?" And I was like, "Yeah, come on in." And, I let them walk around, and that was the worst thing that I ever did. A few days later, they had broke in and taken everything. And by the time the police found them, they had sold everything. Okay. So my daughter had to watch me go through that, as my mother would say, "Go back to work." "Why are you doing this business thing? You've been doing it for too long." By that time, I had been at it for a few years. But I didn't give up. I said, "No, no, no, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm drawn to. I don't want to work for someone else. I'm going to do this. I'm going to rebuild." Right. And that's what I did. And then, my daughter just watching me go through, sometimes just crying, like, "Oh my gosh," over different things. I mean, it hasn't been like that in a while, but she was there through a lot with me because it is just me and her. Um, And so you're definitely going to make some sacrifices. Also, I get a lot of calls from people who want me to convince them why they should open a business. I am not going to convince anyone to be an entrepreneur because there's so much sacrifice to it. You have to sacrifice time, sometimes, a lot of times family, you know, you have to, if there's an event and you have a meeting or you have something you have to do for a client, you have to miss out on that. And those are the sacrifices that a lot of people struggle with, you know. And if you're not really driven to be a business owner or entrepreneur, those things are going to really set you back, you know, like they're going to be really hard to get through. I love it. You know, I had been on a call with someone who's extremely wealthy a couple months ago. I'm not going to say who, but the speaker had asked that person, so what would you tell to all of us entrepreneurs to motivate us? And the guy started laughing. Now, this guy is extremely wealthy and very well known, but again, I'm not going to say anything. He started laughing and he said, if I have to give you motivating words, don't be an entrepreneur, you know? I was like, oh, thank God someone said it. You know, if an entrepreneur I think people can be made into entrepreneurs, but a lot of times it's people who just have a drive to build wealth and have freedom and they want more. Because I meet a lot of people that are just really happy with their lives. They love their 9 to 5. They love going home to their family. And that's okay, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Check my hair. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, not everybody is made out to own a company and grow it and manage people and money and all of that stuff, right? Taxes and everything that comes along with owning a business. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over the struggles of owning a business because I'm always talking so positive, which is another thing that a few people have told me over the years. You know, people just call and say, you know, you're so positive, but it looks fake, because I know there's some negatives. So I'm letting you know, there are some things that are painful when you're self-employed that you have to go through. Like, look, guys, it's okay. It's June 4th, 2021, which is a Friday. It is 6:23 p.m. I'm here. The cleaning crew is here. All the employees are gone. Okay. And Michelle's still here because she got crazy goals like me. We keep it going. But you know, she's all the way on the other side of the building doing her own thing. But here I am. I'm here, you know, and I've got plans. I'm working on a big announcement. When people ask me, what are you doing? It's Friday night. You know, I wish I could say I was like going to go out to dinner or maybe go out with friends, you know, but I'm not. And that's okay, because one day I will, very soon. CellBotics is growing. You guys know this. We've got commercial accounts like crazy. And I'm just so excited. We've hired so many people. There are a lot of positions that are being filled. A lot of my tasks are going to the people, and my time just keeps getting more freed up and freed up. And that's the ultimate goal of owning a business, right? Is to have freedom, success, and be able to provide a good life for your family, right? Well, you know, I really feel like here at CellBotics that we're getting there, you know, and really close, and it's like, you know, it's there, you know. So yeah, there are a lot of sacrifices. And the next time you meet someone who, you know, the definition of what they're doing, you know, you say, oh, this person is successful. Instead of saying lucky, why don't you just ask them, you know, how did you get there? And let them talk. And don't try to always say, oh yeah, you know, I went through something like that. You know, just listen. You know, just listen. Don't try to compare. Don't try to, you know, just listen to what the person has to say and try to learn something from it, instead of just thinking they're lucky, like somebody gave them some money or gave them a business that was already running, because that don't happen, you know. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching my videos, or our videos on CellBotics. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.